Hope you're having or going to have a fantastic Friday afternoon. I want to start this video by just saying something real quick. You know how I was talking about we've got to do something about the welfare state and this and that. Literally the next day, come home from work, sit on the couch with the wife and kids, around dinner time, we started eating. We were kind of eating up out there by the TV and stuff. And Wife Swap was on. You ever watch that show where they'll take like a working middle class wife to swap places with a country barn stall cleaning wife in the middle of Missouri. They'll get two opposites, and they have this one family, total middle class, possibly you might argue upper middle class even. I think somewhere in that neighborhood, and she's one of the ones look in the mirror every day and I'm going to do great things today, and I'm feeling great today, and I hate that. That bothers me. But nonetheless, motivation, positive. Let's do this. And they got them. She was born, she said, pretty poor, but changed her life. And I'm a hard worker. My husband's a hard worker. We see that what needs to be done, we do it, etc. To swap lives with. I'll give you an idea. I did this the other day. Dueling banjos, wife. In a terrible, dumpy trailer. I mean, bad. I mean, like bad because you could have cleaned it up and you didn't. Absolute pigsty. Eating the most fattest hot dogs, hamburger, junkiest stuff. And they go to the soup kitchen to eat that crap too. And they buy pizza. They eat out pizza quite a bit. The lady's arms were massive. She reminded me of Mama Fratelli from the Goonies. Follow them size 5s. It's wet, isn't it? Drink it. And she talked just like that. And the guy, gets her as the wife. And I'm sitting here watching this bimbo, moronic, low-life lady make every single bad, you're supposed to teach the other person like a lesson that they can pick up on, and they teach you, you kind of take something out of this. The man had to kick her out of his house towards the end. I can't have you in here anymore. Get out of my house. This woman was the welfare state queen. Well, the trailer manufacturing place that my husband worked at went, after the economy crashed, went out a bit. They're still there, but they cut way back, and he was one that got cut. And the husband, of course, missing 3 or 4 teeth in his mouth, standard procedure. But nonetheless, looks rough. And so the lady comes, Miss Promotional lady, swap. Why don't we, listen, I'm going to get you guys a haircut. Let's get a haircut. You look a little more professional. Let's go see if we can get, go to one of these job places where they can kind of help you get a career going. He goes in there. He's all cleaned up. I said, oh my God, I didn't actually think he was going to clean up that good. Look pretty good for you. But they're not trying to do anything. She says, I'd rather be poor and get this little welfare check and just be with my family all the time and spend time with my family than doing it. So she's used to the money, even though it ain't a lot, and she lives like a pig in stink. And let me tell you, a pig in stink, if you would have seen that episode. House was disgusting. I mean, it was horrible. And she's trying to bring all her life experiences to this guy's family. And he's just like, you're out of your mind. You're mentally, what are you talking about? No, we're not doing that. No, my kids can't have cake for breakfast. It's not what we eat here. We don't do that. He's like, and finally he's like, look at yourself. This is what you're feeding your family. You guys are going to become fat and, wait. Well, when the wife went to their house, the trailer, she was talking to one of the kids who was actually aware of some things and was like trying to do little workout things in the morning. And she was there with him. Let's do it together. And he says, well, she's like, why are you so concerned? He's like, well, we don't eat the healthiest, but I'm actually obese. Now, if you'd looked at the kid, normally you'd say, oh, he's not obese. He's just a little overweight. But again, there's that limit where you're actually obese. And he was the thinnest one of them all, But anyways, I thought to myself, imagine that, J Snip 4. Imagine Mama Fratelli from the Goonies with her trashy mind, trashy house mindset. Everyone owes this to me. living next to you in the Section 8 help me out section. I would probably be on here crying. You would see a grown man cry. What happened, Jason? Oh my God, don't tell me one of your kids or wife had a death in the family. What's happening, man? Oh God, Mama Fratelli just moved in next to me. And there's no treasure that I get to go find. She's just there all the time. Anyways, Wolf Street. Peak rent. So where does this go from here? Is it not amazing how I'm really tracking this real estate fall, high end going down, some of the lower middle class or regular real estate, whatever you want to call it, residential real estate going down. Now peak rent has peaked, and it's now coming down pretty significant in some spots. Is this a one-off? Again, is this a one-off or is this a trend? And you probably saying right now, damn it, as much as I've heard that come out of your mouth, Jason, we get it. This is a trend. We get it. But I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't share the information to show you. I'm not just saying this for fun. I'm not just saying this because I like to sprinkle some doom into my video for you. I just want to report the facts. That's it. In February, rents in 9 of the 12 most expensive U.S. rental markets dropped or plunged. In San Fran, the most ludicrously expensive rental market in the country, this is sickening. The median asking rent for a one-bedroom apartment dropped almost 8.9%, 9% from a year ago to down a bit to only $3,270 a month. And actually almost 11% from the crazy peak in October 2015. Two-bedroom rents dropped 7.6% year over year to $4,500 a month and 10% down from the peak, according to Zumper's National Rent Report. The last time rents declined year over year in San Francisco, that San Francisco treat was, San Francisco can't be the San Francisco treat. It's got to be Rice-A-Roni. The last time rents declined year over year in San Francisco was in April 2010, as the housing bust was hitting bottom. But these asking rents do not include incentives such as 1 month free or 2 months free. Incentives are rare in the generally overheated San Francisco market, except during times of stress. Now, with new apartments and condos flooding the market due to a historic construction boom, incentives have become common. With 1 free month, first year rent of a one-bedroom plunged 18%, 18% compared to a year ago. Zumper tracks asking rents in multifamily apartment buildings. Single-family houses for rent are not included, but are ultimately impacted by multifamily dynamics. In New York City, well, I can't wait to hear this one, the second most expensive real estate market, rents are plunging even faster. The median asking rent for a one-bedroom dropped 10.7% from just a year ago and 12.3% from the peak of March 2016. Rents for two-bedroom apartments plunged 10% year over year and 11.2% from the peak. And there too, landlords are luring buyers with large incentives, with, again, 1 month free. Asking rents plunged in the 20% range. Incentives work like big reductions in asking rents, but their purpose is to obscure these reductions and make the market look less stressed than it is, in the hope of keeping rents from plunging further. There is also the hope that tenants will stick around past the first year, at which point they'll pay the rent without incentives. The dynamics in New York and San Francisco have infected other overpriced markets. The table below shows the 12 most expensive retail markets in the U.S., which I'll read you in a second. 9 are experiencing year-over-year declines. A lot of red ink, where for the past 6 years there used to be a luscious green color. The shaded area shows the change in rents from the peak, and when that peak occurred, note the Bay Area cities of San Francisco, San Jose, and Oakland, all in red. So 8.9% down, 10.7, 1.7, 3.1, 7.4, 11.1, 2.2, 7.5, 12.8, and as far as one bedrooms. From 2 bedrooms, 7.6, 10%, 8, 5.6, 1.1, 3.8, 13.2, 8.5, and 10.6. This, again, this is a pattern. This is a trend, okay? As so goes the real estate market. It's going to be collapsing. So too does the rent. You cannot possibly have cheap housing in astronomical rent. Not going to happen. Even in rental la-la lands, Seattle, Los Angeles, and San Diego, clouds are beginning to waft over the horizon on a monthly basis. In Los Angeles, rents have been inching down for 1 bedrooms since October, for 2 bedrooms since July. In San Diego, rent growth has flattened out on a monthly basis, and 1-bedroom rents made the first tentative steps down. In Seattle, annual rent growth was in the high single digits through the fall of last year, but is apparently hitting some resistance and has flattened out on a monthly basis. While 1-bedroom rents eked out another record in February, 2 bedrooms are now down 3.6% from their peak in October. The multi-year surge in rents in San Francisco and Silicon Valley, which in turn has stimulated phenomenal construction booms, has left these markets in a quandary. The market has become too expensive for the people in it, just when a flood of new units is washing over the market. Quote, "We just don't have enough renters to pay $4,000 and $5,000 a month for Class A units, and that's what's being built, the Class A units," explained Stephen Jackson, Senior VP at global commercial real estate services firm JLL, in an interview with Bay Area real estate publication The Registry. He pointed out that from 2011 to 2015, rents in Silicon Valley soared 64%. They're now declining under the pressure from affordability issues. So someone actually someone else read that article and then commented in the comment section, and said, "Hey, check this article out. It goes right in line with what you just said." So naturally, JSNet4, well, what is this? This is from a mainstream media site in the UK, The Guardian. Silicon Valley. This lets you. The end is near. The financial end is near. I don't. Market's over 2,100 or 21,000 down. Okay, I hear you. They don't call me Realist News for nothing. Okay. Silicon Valley scraping by on 6 figures. Tech workers feel poor in Silicon Valley's wealth bubble. Big tech companies pay some of the country's best salaries. The Googles, the Microsofts. Oh, boy, do they pay. But workers claim the high cost of living in the Bay Area has them feeling financially strained. What? "I didn't become a software engineer to be trying to make ends meet," said a Twitter employee in his early 40s who earns a base salary of $160,000. That's a great salary, if I don't mind saying so myself. "It is," he added, "a pretty bad income for raising a family in the Bay Area." The biggest cost is his $3,000 rent, which he said was ultra cheap, and he's right, for the area for a 2-bedroom house in San Francisco, where he lives with his wife and 2 kids. He'd like a slightly bigger property, but finds himself competing with groups of 20-somethings happy to share accommodation while paying up to $2,000 for a single room. That's because they don't have a choice. "I need a roommate. Roommate needed. Open a paper or online, mainly online these days, Craigslist. Need a roommate. Roommate needed. Roommate needed. It's out of control." And I can only imagine. I don't have to imagine. As Bill O'Reilly once said, "F it, I'll do it live. Effing thing sucks. Let's do it live." San Francisco Craigslist. San Fran. Here we go. San Francisco. Let's see. What is that going to be under? Rooms wanted. Shared rooms wanted. Okay, so let's see what the wanted has. Female college student looking a room to rent. Living situation, dog-friendly housing wanted. Looking for private room. Oh, looking for a private room. Oh God, I thought I read that wrong. I thought it said warehouse. Like, I'll live in a warehouse, for God's sake. No. House share. March 2nd. I just want you to look at this, okay? March 2nd. That's the day I'm doing this video, by the way. I'm only on March 2nd, and I've already scrolled down quite a bit. Oh, now we're down to March 1st. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Last day before that, so 3 days ago, February 28th. Keep going, keep going. And we got another full page also wanting people. And that's, again, that's the one category. Now we go to rooms shared. March 2nd. The entire first page. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. The entire first page. The entire first page, March 2nd. And as you can see down here, 1 to 100 of 2,500 plus listings. People, again, shared room, shared stuff, short-term lease, whatever, largest room. But it's a room. They're asking. Short-term lease for largest room. I need $2,400. $1,200, excuse me. I'm subletting my room for 2 months, starting between March 15th and April 1st. Our lease ends on May 31st. Me and my roommates. So he already has roommates. They already have roommates. Are looking for someone or a group to fill in for some time while I'm gone. Because while I'm gone, they can't afford to pay the additional $1,200 that I'm paying. And God forbid I got to go somewhere for a short period of time and I can't pay it and I got to come back. A group can even come in. What are people doing? What are you people in San Francisco doing? What are you doing? You're accepting this. Oh, we'll just live like the Mexicans do in Florida. Through 2-3 households inside of one house. We'll just pitch in and pay. Yeah, but they're pitching in paying normal rent over here. Normal rent being higher than normal, but still normal compared to the rest of the country, okay? You know, what used to be $1,200 is now $1,450, $1,500, okay? Did you see how many of those I posted that were on there? Did you see that? Scraping by on 6 figures. Families are priced out of the market, he said, adding that family-friendly cafes and restaurants have slowly been replaced by hip coffee shops. Silicon Valley's latest tech boom, combined with a housing shortage, has caused rents to soar over the last 5 years. The city's rents, by one measure, are now the highest in the world. I don't know what the hell these... Actually, I do. What state massively voted for Hillary Clinton? Liberal, super liberal, leftist state in the whole world? Well, in our country at least. Liberal left California. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. Go ahead. Looks like you're having trouble eating that cake right now. And this isn't right. I'm not saying this is right. This is wrong as hell. But that's what happens when you have that mindset running things over there. Take care.